Evil was prevalent. Crow assumed he destroyed me. Time for revenge. But first, I had to return to the circle and save whatever remained.
Right, that's not a good way to start a level, but yes, welcome back. This is part 2 of my playthrough of Nightmare Creatures 2. This is the second level of the game, which is the Circle, which is the old secret society. I'm just not doing very well here. I think it's because he got me in the corner and his head's come off. Where's his little head? Oh, the head has vanished, but yes. Right, okay, let's go around here now. Oh, there's little rats coming out of the thing, but I couldn't really see it because there was a lot of glitching. Aha, right. I couldn't remember because I know you can go this way, so maybe there's an item or something over here. So let's go this way. Run up little stairs. Is it? Okay, so right, yes. This is just where the cutscene had it, which I think is a really nice little touch, I think. Yes. Even though we kicked the door off, it's magically back on, but let's not quibble about that. Oh, and a fireball thing. Yeah, I seem to have lost all my items from the first level, which is a bit of a shame, so I should probably use them, but now, where are we going with this one? This is quite good, because this gives a very creepy feel of 1934 London. I believe it's in the middle of the war, unless my history is absolutely awful. Because I believe what the story does is in the first Nightmare Creatures game, where it just goes, oh yep, all these monsters around, oh, and yeah, there was a virus and no one knew how that happened, and it's like, oh well, why did history not report any of this? In this one, it does very much get around it by just going, oh yeah, it was the war, yeah, loads of people died, and oh, it was because of the bombing and whatnot, and you know, the fires from the bombing raids and whatnot. I believe that's how it gets around it. But yes, let's go in here and let's smash this crate and get a blood pack, which we really didn't need. Nothing in there. Right. Aha, hello baby. We have some bullets, which means we have Mr. Gun. Now, I can't remember how to use Mr. Gun, but I believe he's like a standard. Can you use him in the combos? I can't remember. I think there's a couple of combos where you could do it, where you can like do a combo and then pull out the gun and then finish them off with it, but I may be lying. I may just not remember very well. Is there anything here? Nope, nothing here. So same as the first game, where there's lots of buildings but you can't knock on them or go in. And then we leap off here. There we go. Oh, see what I mean? Like, oh, he's going to leap out at me. It's going to be really scary. But no, the game pauses and it says loading, which is very... I don't know why they've done that. I mean, I think one of the reasons Callisto, the company that game this, the company that made this, I think one of the reasons why they closed down was because they spent so long making this. It was a box of bats. That's what it was, a box of bats. That was perfectly normal. But yeah, I think one of the reasons why they went under was because they spent so long making a special engine for this game. See, loading there, that would have been frightening if it jumped straight into it, but no. That they made a special engine for this game. And the engine's kind of the worst thing about it. Because I remember that they had on their website that they were like, oh, well, you know, if you want to use our amazing engine that we built for Nightmare Creatures 2, I've forgotten, I think it was just called the Nightmare Creatures 2 engine. Whatever. If you want to use this amazing engine, then you can just, you know, pay us money and whatnot for it. And I don't think anyone took them up on that offer, which is a bit of a shame, but at the same time, look at what it's created, you know, like, look at the actual everyone else, it's like, why didn't you just use the Unreal Engine like Soul Reaver that you're trying to be did? It's very baffling, but yeah. But I get the impression that they were trying to do, like, you know, streaming, like loading, where it streams the levels dynamically, but they never quite got it. So they have like little bottlenecks where basically it has to actually load the next section, but tell you that it's loading the next section, which is a bit of a shame, because obviously the first game never had that. The first game was actually pretty slick in terms of how quickly it went through levels. But yeah, now I know this is a lovely car, but let's just break this. I mean, you know, I don't see the flying bits of glass and bits of glass just hovering in the air are a bit sinister, but is there anything I can get up here? Can't remember. There's a save point. This looks like the area I'm meant to be going to, so I'm going to check this bit up here first. And see if there's anything I need up here. One hit. Oh. How much I want a soundtrack for this game. I don't know if I've got it loud enough if I'm talking over this, but if you do want to hear the full soundtrack, you can listen, you can watch the no commentary version of this video that is also available. Oh, I thought it was going to be a box of bats, but no, it's a swarm of flies, cloud of flies, which is a new item that we haven't used. I haven't used any of the items yet, so we'll go through them at some point. I think when we get really tough enemies, I'll panic and just go, oh, I'm going to use the items on them. Yeah, but in the no commentary version, I'll turn up the music a lot so that you can properly hear what's going on. Special bullets. Yeah, I can't even test out any items like in the first one because you have to actually be in combat. Sinister. You have to be in combat before you can actually aha, it's you, my friend. It's Captain Chainsaw Man. Now, these guys did have a French name, but now, that one there, the upwards one, can totally break. There. You have to do that if he does the up one, simply because it can break through your combat and it goes into his cutscene if he hits you with it. And it does a lot of damage. But with this guy, you have to actually wait for him to attack. So it's annoying that it's exactly the same one as you get with the normal zombie, but yeah, so that's the male zombie fatality. However, what a scary concept that is. I mean, he's on the box, I believe. He's, you know, it's a very awesome enemy, but it's a bit of a shame that he does take a while to kill because you have to wait for a specific moment to actually hurt him. I don't have dynamite either, so it looks like it's going to be the other door that I have to go through. Just balancing on there. So I don't have the key for that one. I don't have the dynamite for the other one. Is it this one? Can I kick this? Yes, right. This will be the way we go. Oh. That is so sinister. Now, I don't want to take any risks with it, but so at one point when I slip, you will see his fancy fatality, his fancy super move. But I don't want to do it yet because I might die, because I can't remember when the next actual blood pack is in this level. Oh, right, there it is. Okay, so I could have safely done that. Oh, wait, we missed it. It's not the most accurate at jumping, Mr. Herbert, or Hubert. Oh, nothing out there. No, can't go through the windows. And down. Dear, oh dear. Nope. I was a bit scared there that I wasn't going to be able to block because it wasn't going into combat mode. Right, here we go. I believe we pushed this out of the way. Even though we couldn't really see that it needed to be pushed out of the way. Yes, right. Continue on into the circle. We get this little key here, and that will hopefully open up one of the things. Maybe I believe we can. No, some of the bookcases you can hit, and they cause little bits of debris and stuff to come out, which is pretty cool. Although it is a bit weird because it does kind of like float up in the air and like stick around in the air and whatnot, which is. I don't know magic very much, but I'm pretty sure that's not meant to happen. Oh dear. So it's a bit odd that it does dance around all the houses and whatnot, like when you're doing it, but these are pretty difficult because, you know, it's very easy to get very impatient with these monsters where you do desperately just want them to die. So, can we just jump down there? Have we gone down there? I don't know. Blacking out a bit. The zombie has very kindly closed the door before coming into that room, which is very nice of him. We use the key on this one. Is this a smashing? No. Not smashing. Starting to get dizzy, the camera's jerking around so much. Oh dear. Just a delicious bit of meat in the corner. Nom nom nom. They're really getting their money's worth out of that animation. But yeah, what I was saying before is that interestingly you can't target, in the other video, you can't target specific body parts, but if you do cut the head off a monster, it will actually start wandering around aimlessly and just attacking random things because it can't see anymore, which is interesting, but also it should be dead if it doesn't have a head, but Jump up here. Aha. Interestingly, I think these are the only creatures that can definitely block. I'm always going to use the fatality on these guys simply because it's. I think if you miss it, it takes a lot longer to actually hurt them. So that's a bit of a shame. Go through there. Any items over here? Aha. We can push this out of the way, can't we? Oh, is something going to happen? Is that what loading meant? So it basically means that there's now a monster where there wasn't a monster before. Ah, right, there we go. But yes, so you can kind of see where a bit of criticism for this game came from in the fact of how repetitive some of the monsters are. Oh, now you don't have a chainsaw anymore, so I'm pretty sure I can just cut you up. Yes, okay, so I've just realised I can do a different combo against him, and I can do a simple combo while he's swinging upwards rather than just knocking him to the ground. So that might be a bit quick, because I'm getting a bit tired of having to kill these guys in exactly the same way each time. Some lovely little boxes down here. Little boxes, little boxes. Oh, hello there. They're getting their money's worth out of that animation as well. I don't know why it suddenly decided to give me loads and loads of upgrades and loads of stuff. Aha, dynamite, that's what we wanted. Right, can we jump up there? Can we grab onto something? No? It's just an elaborate ruse. So I think we just have to go all the way back. Yeah, but now we have dynamite. Ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun. Oh, no, it's not that way. It's around here. Yeah, the palette of this game is pretty interesting. Like, it's... Oh. It really works for it. It's just simply that I think the graphics and the textures were a bit low quality kind of thing, but the actual, like, the gothic feel of it was just brilliant. Like... Its head comes off. Right, there we go. Oh, a new creature, is it? Can't remember how you deal with these guys. Don't think there is a strategy to them. I think you just have to just kill them, which is a bit mean, I think. Is there anything around this way? Have I already checked this way? Yes, I have. Right, okay, never mind. But yeah, so it is a bit odd that some monsters get a grand introduction, some monsters it just kind of goes, oh, and there's a bat creature, and oh, okay, this guy exists. So let's set the dynamite down there. And who lit these candles? Who came round and lit all of these candles in these scary places? And as we saw there, the barrel disappeared before it exploded. But oh, it's no going back. That's what using dynamite in a building gets you. Unusable doors. Alright. I don't have the key for that one yet, so we'll run through this way. Whoa, this is very dark. See, now here's an introduction for the bat. Why isn't this how he came about before? Proving very difficult to get him with that third strike and actually take one of his limbs off. Alright, is there something in here I need? Aha, a set of keys. It's almost as if I'd just seen a locked door over here. Yes, let's go down these stairs. Oh. It's our friend Mr. Chainsaw. Can't ever seem to hit him with the last hit there. Yes, so... Right, there we go. No more chainsaw for you, Ducky. And decapitated. Yeah, but if you look at like the actual how dingy all of this is and how like horrible all the items are, it reminds me of Silent Hill 1, which came out after this, I think. You know, that idea of just being in this total horrible state of decay. So the game has a lot going for it in terms of like the art direction and such. It's just simply that it was so frustrating. As we're seeing me playing through it here, but a lot of people loved it, to be fair. I've got a friend called well, Marty, really. That was the Placard Man, Cupboard Man. Yes, if that is Marilyn Manson, I don't know what is, but I think I'm just going to have to get him with the sweeping one. I can never hit him with that third stroke, so it means it doesn't ever do the massive damage, which is a bit of a shame. Here we go. We'll get his fatality soon enough. Was there anything in his cupboard? There was a blood pack in his cupboard. Delightful. But yeah, so I like him. Which way? I think that's where we'd already been. So do we go this way? Aha, right, okay, we got the key and this is the door we use. Anything more this way? Don't think so. Don't think there's anything at all unless... Ah. Now that super attack he just did there, where basically he takes like a sideways swipe at you, is his special move, and it is terrifying. It does so much damage. That is horrendous. So he tricks the monster into stabbing himself in the face with his knife. Perfectly normal. Oh, we don't want to go to the save point. I think we may have just skipped a whole area. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go into the room. Maybe I was supposed to go into the room with the key. Yes, right. More zombies. I'm getting a bit tired of doing this move, and we're only on the second level. So yeah, right. Are we back to the main bit of the house? He's not doing any of the actual moves that I can hit him with. Aha, right, there we go. Oh, did he get me? Yes. Duh. It's a bit glitchy, but that is a pretty awesome super move. Whoa, he took a lot of health off me. We'll just climb up here. Yes, so as you can see, there are a lot of bits in the game where if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know the best way to fight a monster, you're going to get murdered, because they are pretty tough. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run back to where we were just to see what's in that locked room, because I kind of want it to be consistent so we see every little bit of the game. But let's have a look here. So if we go around that way, that's where the save book was. Oh, I can't get back up there, can I? No. Oh well. It looks like we shall never find out what was in that room we unlocked before. I assume it was just an item or something like that. If you know, then please post in the comments and tell me what I missed out on. Maybe I missed out on something amazing. I can't quite remember, because last time I properly played this game was probably about when it came out, which was 1998, was it? Probably. Not sure. Hello there. quite enough of zombies for today. My delicious brains. Right, and now we go through here. Where's the stuff here? Nope, we're going to circle around. And this is the door that we just unlocked before, so wonder what's next. See, now this would have been the perfect opportunity to put some cheesy elevator music in. Ba 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 ba. Oh, creepy. Yeah, he will cut you down. So tactics for the Placard man are pretty simple. It's basically, when he licks his knife, attack him. Any other time, don't. Like there. I tried to do the fatality there, and it just wouldn't let me, so, yeah, I think the game started glitching out a bit. Cut through this. Ooh, yes, we cut through this section here for the delicious blood. Pick that up. So yeah, so I'd actually be very interested in hearing about what your thoughts of Nightmare Creatures 2 are. Were you a massive fan of it when it came out? Had you played the first one? Was I a bit unfair in my review of the game in the first part? Because I think it's the same for everyone, where they have something that they really love, and then when a new one comes out, like Star Wars fans and the Phantom Menace came out, and you just kind of go like, it's not what I was wanting. But maybe I was expecting too much, or maybe I was just wanting more of the same, and that's not what I got. Yeah, so Nightmare Creatures 2 is a bit weird for me, but I'd be very interested in hearing your fond memories about it in the comments or whatnot, or email me at, DeCrow at decrow.co.uk. But I think you can also contact me through Twitter on, what is it, DeCrow. Right. Don't really need this blood pack, but I'm going to pick it up because there isn't really much backtracking this. We've probably seen the maximum amount of backtracking that you get in the game, which is that you kind of pick up an item and then go back to another area and then use the item there. So yeah, we don't tend to get blood packs if we don't get them immediately. Yeah, can we open this? Is that a door? Yes, that's a door. Okay, right. Yeah, but I'd be interested in hearing your opinions about this game and whether you loved it as a child and whatnot. He's just calmly standing there. See, the thing is, I complain about the fact that these monsters don't attack at the same time and they're all like really organised, but then when I played Bloodborne, that's the thing that I hated the most about it, the fact that it was so difficult because all of the monsters always attacked you all at once, and I just did not do very well with it. So yeah, it's one of those ones where you can complain about it, but actually it kind of works towards the game. But perhaps if they could have made a reason for it, or a plot reason for the game to do as it does, I'm not sure. What? Yeah, so maybe if I don't know what it would be, like, you know, if it was just like a reason why the monsters couldn't attack you at once or whatnot, or... You dispatched. Ah, right, there we go. Second time lucky. Collision, eh? A zombie guarding a door, eh? Yeah. And the thing is, I complain about this game, talking about like how dodgy it is and stuff, but the problem is that this, on the PlayStation 1, is the best version of the game. I don't even think that's in dispute. It's the fact that it's the best game. I didn't even get hurt falling there. Whereas the Dreamcast port that they did is reputedly terrible. I mean, I've got it, but I think when my brother moved out, he took the Dreamcast with him, so I never properly got to play it on there. But it was very, very frightening because it did do a lot of... Oh, no. That wasn't a proper roar. That was his opening roar. But, yes, but apparently it just has whole things where saves can be corrupted, and so you have to start the game again, and... You know, you have bits where you can't actually possibly complete a level because you're missing a certain thing, which was never there. It basically sounds like a sort of nightmare. I don't want to jump down there. I think maybe I can jump down there, but I don't know how I'd get back up. So, I'm gonna do it. Aha, swimmy bit. Okay, this kind of looks like an area I'm meant to be at. Can I attack underwater? Can I? I'm not entirely sure, but... So basically, we just swim around here until we run out of oxygen, and... Aha. Swarm of flies. Oh, I can't pick it up. I'm going to just swim down. Nope, I thought that was an ordering. Oh no. Am I going to drown? Is that what this is? Is that to be Herbert's fate? Maybe not. Alright. And I don't know what else was down there in the water, but this is where I'm going to go with it. Aha, blood pack. Delicious. I think that's it. I think I do have to go back through there. I did all of that just for a blood pack. That's a bit annoying. A blood pack that I didn't even need. Right. So can I go this way? Right, let's go down this way. I do like that the actual sound effects and everything becomes muffled when you're underwater. That's a very nice touch. Oh, I'm trapped. I got stuck on something. Aha, right. And we can get out here. Can I get it? Oh, yes. I was scared it was going to glitch. Yeah, like I said, I was talking about the Dreamcast version, and I'm very fearful of bits in this game because I remember when they would kind of like mess up on the Dreamcast version. But that was never the version that I actually played that often. Oh, nope, he got me. This guy's proving really difficult, but yeah. Right, really wanted to dispatch him, because you were awfully tricky. Yeah, what else? I'm trying to work out whether I have any more stories to mention. about this game for the moment, but I did enjoy it. Oh, no. Are you dead? No, you're not. You're not dead at all. You liar. Yeah, there's two of them here. I'm getting impatient now, so I'm just going to bash into her and attack her. But yes, right. We go into combat mode for the next one. Yeah, I think the biggest enemy in this game is impatience. The idea that you do just actually want to kill everything immediately, and therefore you kind of like end up getting hurt because you won't take your time with the monsters. But it is a bit annoying. If they'd made it so there was like 2 or 3 different ways to dispatch a monster successfully, that would be quite fun, because then you could interchange them and whatnot, whereas it is very much the case that there is only one way to dispatch a monster without getting hurt, and there are different ways you can do it. So for instance with her, I could just do this over and over, but I don't want to because it takes ages and I kind of want to get back to the game. And I nut you. A bit of blood on the screen there, that's quite good. Oh, another cloud of flies. We'll use one of these. Next enemy we see, we shall use... Oh, can't smash that. Ooh, collision. Oh. I guess it's just not somewhere we can go. Must be somewhere else then. Aha, right. Yes, and here is a worthy use of... Oh, see what I mean? I was blocking and he still got me, so I think he well deserves this cloud of flies. That's fairly visceral. I like it. But yes, now we need a blood pack. Oh, is this the end of the level? I think it is. Yes, here we are at the end of the level. Oh no. This is a pretty long level. But I'm fairly sure that you get into a little church bit and then that's the end of it all. That's it. I've had quite enough of you guys. Quite enough of boxes. Blood packs? Yes! That was a full blood pack, so we're back to full health now. I'm just going to go and use all of my items throughout this section. Nope. That was a bit weird. It just seeked out his head and then cut it off. Ah, yes, here we are. This is the old order, the order as it's called in here. And no head for you, Ducky. But yeah, so here's an interesting thing where we actually see
Ignatius Blackwood, the Circle's founder. With Nadia Franciscus, he fought against Crowley and thought he had destroyed him. A century later, it was my burden to put an end to this monster's evil deeds. This time, Crowley would not escape his fate.
Yeah, there's Ignatius from the first game, who is badass, as we know, and has more than 2 combos. Not that I'm bitter. Not that I'm bitter that they took out the whole amazing combo system that made the first game so good and replaced it with a Soul Reaver. Oh, you've got 2 buttons you can use, and that's 2 possible combos, which is sadly what this game is, which is quite annoying. But yeah. Yeah, it also has a bit of a problem with the actual The plot in this game, in the capacity of, you know, the beginning of the game, he says, oh, Crowley was dead and he was risen from the dead, whereas there he pretty much admits that actually Crowley wasn't dead, and that Ignatius only thought that he'd killed Crowley. So I don't know which version of it expects you to actually go with. So I'm not connecting with the third one. Yes, right. And off with your head, ducky. This looks familiar. And that's it. That's the end of the level. Yes, thank you very much for watching. That took quite a long time. That's 48 minutes, according to my watch. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that lark. Tell me anything you like. It'd be way interesting to hear your Nightmare Creatures 2 stories, or even Nightmare Creatures 1 stories, if you want to comment on these, or send them through on Twitter at DeCrow. Thank you very much for watching. I've been DeCrow. Goodbye.